Hello again.
Hi.
We are taking our second video for Youth Talk. It's a new program for our Bayview Church where our church members can get to know our youth better. Today we have a special guest. Do you want to tell us your name?
I'm Kathy. Hi.
Kathy. Kathy, tell me what do you study?
um, I transferred to Andrews to study pre-art therapy. Yeah.
Art therapy. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So you transferred your first years you completed here at HKAC.
Yeah.
How many years?
For 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
And plus you were here before, right?
Yeah.
So how long total have you been coming to school to this campus?
Wow. Total is like 3 years.
3 years. Okay. And now you transferred to Andrews University. Tell us a little bit about that experience because that's going to a different country.
Whoa. It's scary but awesome. Yeah.
So you like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Good. Good. So, Kathy, tell us a little bit about your experience becoming an Adventist because I understand that you were not an Adventist when you first came to HKAC, correct?
Correct.
So, tell us what happened. How did you decide to become an Adventist?
How did I decide? I think after I joined like 2 mission trips, and yeah, I feel the love of God, and it changes me. So that's why I became an Adventist.
So, you're saying mission trips had a big influence on your decision?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, since you became an Adventist, I believe it's less than a year, or has it been a year already?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, we haven't reached the first anniversary milestone. So, since you became an Adventist, has your life changed? And if so, how?
Well, changed a lot, and how? It's like the way I look at things. Like I used to like complain a lot whenever like things that I don't like, and things that um, is not right. So, but after I after I know God, and after I became an Adventist, it's like it changed. I Yeah, it's like we have to be thankful. I know I have to be thankful, and I always feel that I'm so blessed. And yeah,
Wow, sounds like a very positive change.
yeah.
Good, good. What would you say has been the most challenging thing? Because change is not always easy.
Yeah, challenging thing. Um, I love to eat. So, and Adventist, the food list that you shouldn't be eating, I had a hard time. Really hard
Oh,
time.
hard time giving up some of the food.
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me, who is your favorite Bible character and why?
Um, Besides Jesus,
Besides Jesus, of course.
I like Moses.
Okay.
Yeah. Moses is, um, he's like the way, not the way, but his life, it's like God is like guiding him, and he's doing God's work, and he did a great job, and his faith, it's so powerful, and yeah.
A very strong leader in the Old Testament, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he for sure had a very inspiring life. Um, so now coming back to these days, living the Old Testament back there. What would you say is your favorite church activity?
I like mission trips.
Okay, you've been to a few.
I went to Indonesia. I went to Sabah, and recently I went to China. Well, if it counts.
Well, of course it counts. Which of the three was your favorite?
Favorite? I like them all.
Okay, what is your favorite experience from going to mission trips? What is the best thing that you come back with when you go to mission trips?
Well, come back with. Well, I think recently the China trip, because the China trip is like, well, after I became an Adventist, and it's like it reminds me, and it like changed the way how I feel about myself and how I feel about like God,
Mm.
because um, last two mission trips, after I came back or either for volunteer work, after I came home, I was just like, whoa, I'm so lucky, I'm so blessed because I have everything. I can like press the button and I can flush the toilet and then blah 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 blah. But this time it's not. What, like, in China they don't have aircon. They don't have a lot of stuff. The place is not as fancy as Hong Kong, as fancy as US, but people there are like, they don't have limbs. Um, they don't have anything that, not anything, but they're not treated as a person before, and some of them are blind, some of them are a little bit deaf, but they're so thankful. I was like, why they're so thankful, and whenever I feed them, they pray, and then they always give thanks to God, 多謝耶穌，多謝耶穌, and then wow, this is amazing. This is awesome. Why these people are like, they don't have physically, they're not healthy, but why they're so thankful to God. Then I realized I'm lucky, not because I have everything, because I have the opportunity to experience God, to like to learn about God's work and know that He loves us. Yeah.
That's a powerful testimony. So these individuals may not have physical health, but it sounds like they have a very strong, very healthy spiritual life.
Yeah.
And they actually minister to you.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Actually, they're teaching me instead of, they're helping me instead of I'm helping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you sure help them in some of their needs. Where they don't have limbs, you were able to feed them and do things like that. This is by the way, we're just talking about China, but people probably don't know, where did you go in China?
It's in Dongguan.
What kind of place?
It's a leprosy colony.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and have you read the stories in the Bible about the lepers? How were the lepers treated back in the Bible days? And they were not treated, like you said, they were not treated like people. They had to live separate. They had to. Yeah. So I guess it brings the Bible stories alive.
Yeah, it's like they told me when they were young, they got leprosy, and then they got kicked out of their home, and then they went to like separate themselves, and then nobody wants them, and then people stay away from them, and nobody dare to like touch them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's so sad. And in the Bible, it's like the same.
Mm-hmm.
You have to yell unclean, unclean when you walk, well, wherever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're not treated. I think that's what I think. They're not treated as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So
And we have Jesus' example. He treated them with love and dignity, and we have his example to follow. Great. That's very powerful. What would you tell a young person who is trying to make up their mind about becoming a Christian?
Wow.
What would you tell them?
What would I tell them? Well, I'll just tell them, you see, God, it's not that you're finding God, it's like God will find you, and you'll like feel his love soon enough. You can always feel it, but just open your door to Christ, then that's it.
Great.
Yeah.
And what would you want to say to our local Bayview church? Old and young.
Old and young.
Younger and less younger. Less young.
Go to mission trip.
Oh.
You'll see.
Okay. Well, there you have it. You heard the advice of a young person. Okay. Anything else you want to share with us before we close?
Share. Yeah, just go more mission trips.
I'm not sure they heard you.
Go to mission trips. It's so cool.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.